हेमन्ते प्रथमे मासी नन्दव्रजकुमारिकाः चेरुः हविष्यं भुञ्जानाः कात्यायिन्यर्चनव्रतम् कात्यायिनि महामाये महायोगिन्यधीश्वरी नन्दगोपसुतं देवी पतिं मे कुरुते नमः. The Gopikas of Vrindavan who lived during the times of Krishna in Dwapara Yuga had performed a vrata, a nonbu during the Margazhi month in order to get Sri Krishna as their husband. When Andal was born in Kali Yuga as the daughter of Periyalvar in Srivillikuttur, she started to emulate the Gopikas of Vrindavan and she imagined that she is one of the Gopikas who is performing that vrata. And with this mind, she started singing 30 Pasurams which are popularly known as Tiruppavi. In these 30 Pasurams, we have completed seeing the meaning of 25 and today we are going to enjoy the meaning of the 26th Pasuram. Before this, Andal followed the right procedure to wake up Bhagavatas, then wake up Nityasuris, then go wake up Pirati Mahalakshmi herself and finally wake up Bhagavan. When Bhagavan walked for them from his bed to his Simhasana, sat on his Simhasana and asked them what they wanted, they last said, Varuttamum Tirundu Mahilundu, we wanted only you. Unnai Aruttittu Vandom, we do not want anything else other than you. So you must remove all obstacles in our path and you must be the one to give us happiness also. But when Andal said this, she said, Unnai Aruttittu Vandom Parai Tarudiyagil. So she has mentioned that she wants to reach only Krishna and she would also receive the musical instrument called Parai, which is a Bheri Vadya. So Krishna was confused what she wanted. So he asked him again and Andal clarifies in this Pashuram what she wants. But she does not state that she wants Kaikarya. The Pashuram today is Male Madivanna Margadi Neeraduvan Melayar Sevanahal Verduvana Kettiyel Jnanathayellam Nadunga Muralvana Palanna Vannathun Panja Sanniyame Polvana Shangangal Poippad Udayanave Salapperum Paraye Pallan Dishaipare Kolavidakke Kodiye Vitaname Adinilayai Arul Yelor Empavai. So here, when Krishna asked what Andal wants, Andal says, I want many Shankhas. A Shankha is a conch. So she wants Shankhas like Panchajanya. She wants someone who can do Mangala Shasanam. She wants a big Bheri Vadyam. She wants a lamp or a big Vilak. She wants a lamp. And then she wants a flag and she wants something that can cover above them. Something like called a Vitanam. So she wants a Vitanam also. So she asks for all these. Now the question is, in the previous song she said Unnai Aruttittu Vandom. She does not want anything else. She just wants to reach Krishna, attain him and do service to him. Then when Krishna first asks her what she wants, she did not say give me Kainkaryam. She is talking about a musical instrument, a lamp, a Vitanam, etc. So why is she talking about this? That is because of Upakara Smriti. Upakara Smriti is remembering any small favor that someone has done for you. Any small help or aid done by anyone when you are in need of it is very important. And so Andal does not forget that at all. It is said that Shelvatul, when you go and forget something that someone has done for you, there is no prayashchittam for it. There is no way to atone for it. Goghne chaiva surapecha chore bhagnavate tatha nishkritir vihita sadhihi kritaghne nasti nishkritihi. Even when someone drinks something he should not, or when he steals, or when he leaves a vrata in the middle, there are some prayashchittas mentioned for that. But when someone does not have any gratitude to someone who helps him, there is no prayashchitta for that. So, ennanni kondrarku muivundam, uivillai sheinandri kondra maharku. It's a Tirukural that we have all heard. So the Shastrams also say the same thing. So Andal did not want to forget what great a help the Gopas had done for them. If they had not allowed the small girls to come out of the house, go meet Krishna and perform this Vrata, Andal would have never seen Krishna's face at all. She could have never spoken to him. She could have never had the sight of Bhagavan walking from his bed to his Simhasana. So, out of gratitude, Andal first states what the Gopas want. She wants Kaikaryam and she is going to request that in the 29th Pashuram. But first, when Krishna asked what you want, what you have come for, she did not state her purpose. She first wants to complete the purpose that the elders who allowed them have. And so she says, Male Manivanna. Mal means love, blinding love or blind love. Male. So Andal calls to Bhagavan as Male. Usually Mal means it is Kadal, it is love. But now Andal should have called him someone who possesses love. But Andal calls Krishna as love itself. Male, Malai Udayavan, one who possesses love. If she had said so, then it is right. How is the usage that you are love itself? Male, oh love. How can you call someone like this? That is because love is the essence of Bhagavan's entity, his existence itself. There is a Nyaya which Sage Vedavyasa says in Brahma Sutras, Tadguna Saratvattu Tadvyapadeshaha Pragyavat. When someone has a certain quality as his essence, then that person can be referred to by just mentioning that essence alone. Tadguna Saratvat. The example he cites is Bhagavan is one who possesses knowledge. He is called Sarvagnya. He knows everything. So he is the one who possesses knowledge. But the Vedas also say Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam Brahma. He himself is knowledge. How can that be? He is one who possesses knowledge. But the Vedas say he is knowledge. That is because knowledge is the essence of Bhagavan's existence itself. Similarly, the Vedas say Anando Brahmeti Vyajanat. Brahman is something that possesses Ananda. Paramatma possesses Ananda, pleasure or happiness. But Vedas say Bhagavan is pleasure, happiness. That is because that is the essence of Bhagavan. Similarly, since Vyamoha or Mal, blind love towards his devotees, is the essence of Bhagavan. That is the true guna, true attribute that defines him. Andal refers to him as Male. So there is nothing wrong. Male Manivanna. One, he has a lot of blind love for his devotees. It is called Ashrita Vyamoha. Ashrita is one who has fallen at the feet of Bhagavan, who has seek Bhagavan as his refuge. Vyamoha means blind love or confusing love. So Bhagavan shows blind love towards all his devotees. Then Manivanna, he is so easy. When something is so supreme, it is not very approachable. But a gem might be precious, but still you can tie it inside your uttariyam or some cloth and take it in a handkerchief also. So it is very much supreme, but it is also simple. Similarly, Bhagavan is also supreme yet simple, and he has a lot of love for his devotees, and that love is shown outside by his form also, by his Tirumeni also. So Andal says Male Manivanna. Then she says why she has come there. Marhadi Neeraduvan. We have come to perform the Marhadi Nondu. Then Krishna asked, is there any pramanam? From where did you find out that if you do Marhadi Nondu, you will get rain? So is there any precedent to do this? So Andal says, Melayar Shaivanahal. I don't know if the Vedas have prescribed this. I don't know if people like Manu or Yajnavalkya or Bodhayana have written it in their Smriti texts. But I know that my predecessors have done this. So Melayar Shaivanahal. I need no further proof that this is going to be worthy. All I need is to know that my elders have done this. In the second Pashuram of Tirupavai also, Andal said, Shayyadana Shayyom. When my elders have not done something, I will not do it. Now she says, Melayar Shaivanahal. Since my elders have done it, I will do it. So there are two different things. When they do something, we should also stick to it. When they refrain from doing something, then there would be some logic to it. We need not know what it is. Even without that, we can trust them because they are so great. So, Melayar Shaivanahal, Verduvana Kettiyel. Now, I will tell you what I need to perform. I need some instruments to perform the Vratam. So, Andal lists that. Nyalattayallam Nadunga Muralvana. Bhagavan's Panchajanya is so loud when Bhagavan blows into it. that it will make all the words tremble. Nyalam means word. Nyalatta yellam, all the words. Nadunga muralvana, when this conch, this shankha is sounded, all the words start to tremble. But it means everyone who has some enmity towards Bhagavan starts to tremble. Krishna in Gita, Bhagavan Vyasa says, Saghosho Dhartarashtranam Hridayani Vyadarayat. Before the battle began, Krishna blowed into his Panchajanya conch, and the sound of that went into the hearts of all the Kauravas and dilapidated their hearts. It broke them into pieces. They were all shattered. So they were as good as dead. There was no battle to conduct after that. Krishna's Panchajanya, the sound emanated from that alone, was enough to kill all the Kauravas. That was because they had enmity in their hearts. But when Rukmini heard the same sound from the same Panchajanya, she was so calm. She was happy that Krishna has come to save her. Poongol Tirumuhattu Maduttudiya Shanguli is what Andal says. So that Shankha will at the same time make enemies tremble and make devotees happy also. So Andal wants thousands of Shankhas like that. Nyalattayallam Nadunga Muralvana Pal Anna Vannathu. It should be milky white. Vannathu Un Panchajanyame Polmana Shankhangal. I do not want one Shankha. I want many Shankhas that are similar to Panchajanya. Then, Poippadu Udayanave, that has two meanings. One, they should be spacious. The Shankha should be big and have a lot of space inside, so that when I blow into it, there is a large sound that is created. There is a loud noise. The other meaning is, Poippadu means fame. The Shankha should be very famous. They should have been used in a lot of good deeds in the past. So, Poippadu means puhal or fame. Poippadu Udayanave, that was the first ask. I want a lot of Shankhas. Then, Chala Perum Parai, a big Bheri Vadya, that instrument like a drum, which is used to convey messages to everyone in the village. Chala Perum Parai, Pallandu Ishak Pare, people who can come with us and sing Pallandu, do Mangala Shasanam and also do Nama Sankirtanam, Pallandu Ishak Pare. Kola Vidakke, we want a beautiful lamp. Kodiye, we want a flag. We want a Vitanam also. A Vitanam is a cover on top of our heads so that we are not affected by the cold snow or the ice. So Andal asked for all of these. Then Bhagavan immediately, since Andal asked for a Shankha, he gave this Panchajanya itself to Andal. She asked for a Bheri Vadya. Krishna had a Parai, he had a Bheri. The cowherds usually perform a kind of dance called Kudakuttu. So they keep some pots, earthen pots in their hands, and they have to juggle the pots. At the same time, they will have this Bheri Vadya attached to their hip, and they have to beat on that also. So this whole episode is called as Kudakuttu. So Krishna was adept. He was an elite, very skilled person in Kudakuttu. So he gave that Parai itself, that Bheri Vadyam itself to Andal. So Andal got Panchajanyam Shankha. She got the Parai Bheri Vadya that Krishna had himself used. Then Pallandi Ishakpar, Krishna did not know anybody else. The only one who has sung Mangala Shasanam for Bhagavan is Periyalvar. So he said, take Periyalvar himself. So for Pallandi Ishakpar, he gave Periyalvar to Andal. Then Kovala Vidakku, Andal asked for a good lamp. What does a lamp do? It illuminates everything. So Bhagavan gave Nappinnai herself as the lamp, because Nappinnai illuminates the minds of Jivatmas by preaching to them, and she also removes the anger from Bhagavan and illuminates him also, so that he can accept whoever surrenders at his feet. So Nappinnai herself is the lamp. Then Kola Vidakke, Kodiye, Andal wanted a flag. Bhagavan gave Garuda himself as the flag. Bhagavan is called Karuda Putkodi Shakkarappadai Vananada Yen Karmugil Manna. Karuda Putkodi. Bhagavan in his flag has the Garuda emblem. So Bhagavan gave Garuda himself as the flag to Andal. Then finally Andal asked for a Vitanam. For that, Bhagavan removed the vest or the upper garment that he was wearing and gave that to Andal as the Vitanam. So now Andal has gotten everything. But Bhagavan did not give Adishesha as the Vitanam. Vitanam is something that protects you from sun and rain and from snow. Who protects Bhagavan? It is Adishesha. Adishesha is the one who acts as the Vitanam. but Bhagavan could not be separated from Adishesha. He can never sleep when he is separated from his bed. Adishesha is the bed, Bhagavan is lying on that. So if he gives his bed off to Andal, he won't be able to sleep at all. In Ramayana, Valmiki says, Nachatena vinanidram labhate purushottamaha. If he is separated from Lakshmana, Rama cannot sleep at all. For 10 months, Rama was separated from Sita, but he could still sleep. But if he is separated from Lakshmana, he cannot sleep because Lakshmana is an incarnation of Adishesha and Adishesha is his bed. Without the bed, how can someone sleep? So here too, when Andal asked for a Vitana, he did not give Adishesha, he gave his upper garment, Kodiye Vitaname. Then Andal asked, you have given me one of each, but I asked for many Shankas, many Bherivadyams, many Pallan Dishekpar, many people to sing Mangala Shasanam. Where are the others? So Krishna said, I don't have any. I have only one Panchajanyam. I have only one Alvar who sings Mangala Shasanam for me. I have only one Nappinai whom I can give to you as a lamb. I don't have any more. So for that, Andal replies, Ali Nilayai Arul. You have been known to do such great feats. Ali Nilayai. Bhagavan was lying down on that on a small leaf after eating all the words. When there was a pralaya, Bhagavan took all the words and kept them in his stomach, and then he came and laid down on an alilai, and so he is called Vatapatra Shayi. We all know this. So when Bhagavan was sleeping on that, he has done two things. He has gobbled, or he has swallowed everything that is in this world. Vanjara Malayedam, Kadalhadam, Vanahamam, Mannahamam, Yenjamal Vayittadakki. He has swallowed everything in this world, but he is still lying on a leaf. Now, is this leaf part of the world? If so, he should have swallowed it. If this leaf is not part of the world, then it means that he has not swallowed the whole world. So there is a controversy here. There is some contradiction, but that contradiction is the beauty and the power of Bhagavan. He can make two opposing things also come together. So how has he swallowed everything when he is still lying on one leaf? If he has swallowed everything, how is he still lying on a leaf? So that is Aghatita Ghatana Samarthyam. He can make even something impossible happen. Therefore, Andal says, create new Shankas like Panchajanya, create new Alvars like Periyalvar, do Srishti of other Garudas also. You can do all this and give to me, but I want many Shankas, many Bherivadyams, etc. So, it is within your power, it is within your capability to give many to me. For that, to remind Bhagavan of his Shakti, of his power, Andal says, Ali Nilayai, you are known to do such great things, so this is not beyond you, you can do this also. So in this Pashuram, Andal requests Bhagavan to give all the instruments that they need to perform the Margadi Nonbu. This Pashuram is said to explain the meaning of the Upanishadic verse, Tada Vidwan Punyapape Vidhuye Niranjanaha Paramam Samyam Upaiti. The Vedanta says, one who has performed Bhakti Yoga or Sharanagati, he removes all Papa and Punya. Everything falls away from him. Once they have fallen, this person who is blemishless, he does not have any association with this samsara anymore. He does not have any Papa or Punya anymore. So he is blemishless. Such a person, a Muktatma, reaches Shivaikuntham and he becomes equal to Bhagavan. This is what the Vedas say. So similarly, now everything that Bhagavan had has also come to Andal. Bhagavan had Nappinai, Nappinai has come to Andal. Periyalvar was with Bhagavan, he has come to Andal now. Garuda was serving Bhagavan, now Garuda has come here. So everything, all the wealth that Bhagavan had has now reached Andal also. This is the meaning of the verse, Tada Vidwan Punyapape Vidhuye Niranjanaha Paramam Samyam Upaiti. He attains equality with Bhagavan. He becomes equal to him in enjoyment, in pleasure. So the meaning of that Shruti Vakyam is explained by Andal in this Pashuram in a very simple manner. Let us thank Andal for such a simple explanation. And in tomorrow's Pashuram, Andal says what they want to attain, what is their goal by performing this Nonbu. Let us see that in tomorrow's Upanyasam. For now, Srimatye Vishnu Chittarya Manonandana Hetave Nandanandana Sundaryai Godayi Nityamangalam.